Uda Uda here. You already know y'all are now on go. Welcome to go where I'm on go, you on go, and we all on go together. That's what make it the greatest thing about go is that we on go together. Listen, man, we got St. Laz, Maino beef. It's going down. St. Laz is talking. He's in response to Maino, actually. He's talking about fake chains. He's talking about the Troy Ave situation. He's talking about Jim Jones. He's talking about Uncle Murder. But then Maino also claps back, though. Maino claps back. He went on Fruit podcast. You know what I mean? Shout out Fruit. Most definitely, so Brooklyn Bops. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So he went on Fruit podcast yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or if he had the conversation before this, I think it was yesterday he went on Fruit podcast, man. But he was having some sound issues. Maynard was having some sound issues, you know what I mean? We most definitely was seeing some issues with the sound with Maino. At one point you heard him low, and then at one point, you know what I mean, it was an echo on the audio. The damn sure was an echo on the audio. I know from Fruit side, it probably was sounding clear, and that's how it be sometimes on that StreamYard. It'll sound clear on your end, and then when you end it, you go back and play it on a replay. You like, what the hell's going on? Oh, it's a whole chicken. That lady had a whole chicken going by. That's crazy. Yeah, though, man. Mano and him getting to a wild beef. Hold up. Salute. Top of the AM to everybody. You know how we do it. I want to know who won round one, bro. Shout out to St. Laz and shout out to Mano. That's another thing, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? All Brooklyn shit. They from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn the same way. You know what I'm saying? So you already know the vibes. Um, what it all transpired from was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The video of Mano taking on his story of him joking on St. Laz. You know what I'm saying? Saying like, yo, son, he dressing like a baseball player. He got his socks tucked into his sweatpants, and he got Nike socks or maybe a Nike sweatsuit, and he has New Balance sneakers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I get where he was trying to be funny with it. We come from back in the days where you got to match all your clothes. So we also know that element too to it. But St. Laz clapped back in a way to say, bro, I'm a grown man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about all of that. Even if let's say St. Laz didn't have the money. Let's say he does. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Just him responding saying, bro, I'm a grown man. I don't really care about none of that. If I'm putting this on, I'm putting that on. Period. So that was one thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is something that Maino did, but maybe Maino probably regrets doing this thing right here. I think he probably regrets doing this. Because I think Laz went up. I think he did. He responded back. He went into to Chain-O. He went into Troy Ave. What happened with the chain? You held the chain for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy, man, because Mano did hold the chain for 2 years, bro. Or a couple of years or something like that. And then bought the chain out and said, I was holding on to it because just in case I got to spank you or like put you back in pause. But you know what I mean? Like put you back in pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because this chain was picked up in the Irving Plaza situation. So come to be, if it is fake, then they say Maynard was wearing the fake chain. You know what I'm saying? They said Maynard was wearing the fake chain. They show some picture proofs and shit. I think it's picture proof. I don't know. But Maynard probably say, what are you talking about, nigga? I've been at it, Jesus peace. Maynard would probably say that. I don't know. But we did hear this for a while that they said Maynard was wearing the chain as well. Not only did that, now Laz goes in about Jim Jones as well. He like, nah, son, look, I don't even see you around Jones. You was with the lobby boys. But I could have sworn I saw Maino and Jones in like a quick, like a video or some shit, right? Like an Instagram or a picture or some shit I seen recent, bro. It had to be like last week, like right before all of this transpired. I could have sworn I saw it was him, man. It was Jim Jones and Maino because I haven't seen them together in a while. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if it got some truth to that, but I do know I don't see them as much together as they was running together when they was on a Lobby Boys Bob. You know what I'm saying? When they was on a Lobby Boys, they was running together thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying? So again, Laz is just bringing things and putting things in your mind, back in your mind or in your mind at all. Like maybe even the Troy Ave thing. Maybe people forgot about this for a minute with the chain, because I did. It kind of slipped out my brain too. But Laz bringing it back with the Troy Ave, with the Jim Jones and certain things is starting to stir that back in people's minds. But then he went into like Uncle Murder, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, son, because you used to be around Murder. I'm like, yeah, Maino was around Murder though, you know what I'm saying? Murder was around Maino too. Not to say that anybody got anybody, because everybody's grown men. Everybody got to chase their own bag. Everybody got to chase their own dream, their own paper. So you can't say just because you're not with somebody, because you got people that you rock with, your family and all that, but you ain't around people, you know what I'm saying? You probably ain't around them, bro. But you know if it ever go down or whatever, anytime you hit their line, they hit your line, you know it's up and it's stuck. That don't mean just because we not around each other, right? So we got to look at it from both sides. I hear what Laz is saying, and it could be some credence here, but we also got to look at it from both lenses. You know what I'm saying? Because I never heard nothing from them. They know, I mean, never saying nothing. I never heard nothing from Uncle Murder saying nothing. I never heard nothing from Jones, nah. So even if it was something between them or whatever, they kept that street. You know what I'm saying? They kept that on the street level. Keep it gangster. They kept that street, bro. You know what I mean? They most definitely kept that street. So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? If you think whoever won, hold up, shout out to that. But this is my question, man. Hold on, let me do my poll. My bad, y'all. Gotta do my poll. That's my poll, man. You heard? Make sure y'all tap the poll, bro. Straight. Know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so he went into the Uncle Murder. He went into the Uncle Murder vibes. You know what I'm saying? Did you say God is great today? God is great. You just heard me say it in front of y'all. Did you say God was great today? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not later on today. I'm asking you. It's morning time right now. Have you said God was great? All right, cool. Well, say it now and then hit my poll. That's how you do it. Period. So we're gonna say God's great. All right? All right, cool. That's one thing you're gonna get out this channel. If it's not the only thing you'll get out of here, you're gonna get that. God and Jesus. Anyway, seven's in my chat for God and Jesus too. Anyone in my chat, seven's in my chat for God and Jesus. Anyway, so boom, right? So when he going to the Uncle Murder, you know what I'm saying? When he going to the Uncle Murder thing, it could be some credence here. But he's like, nah, because Uncle Murder rock with 50 and you a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, you been hating on me and you a hater. You a hater. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I need more to really, you know what I'm saying? I need more of a verification for things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because a person say that, okay. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If Murder or somebody, if we got an inside scoop or some shit, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, it really was up. We just try to play each other, then we could probably start leaning towards something, maybe looking at something. But I'm just not going to just go off of that. But once again, we haven't really seen him with Murder. So we can lean that way to believe that. You know what I'm saying? But then 50's a strategist, maybe 50. So then he believes like maybe 50 and him don't like each other. Maybe that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? That would kind of make sense probably. So it just opens up a door, a lot of endless doors of possibility. That's what St. Laz has done. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're thinking about all these things now. Because now 50's a strategist. So if 50 don't deal with Uncle Murder, he might just go snatch. I mean, if he don't deal with Maino, he might just go snatch Uncle Murder, give him a little deal and all that, because you already know 50, how 50 move. 50 don't deal with nobody that deals with anybody that he don't deal with. So he don't deal with that. So once you on 50 side and you get in this bag with 50, it ain't like you mad with a nigga or you got beef with your ex-man or your homeboy or whatever the fuck. It's your ex-man's now, you know what I'm saying? But you with a bag at, you taking care of your kids, you like, yo, bro, 50 don't like them, it's all good, son. You gonna rock, son. So it ain't no far-fetched. It ain't a far-fetched thing that Laz is saying. It's not a far-fetched thing that Laz is saying. I'm telling you the truth, it's not far-fetched. Now, Maino goes on Fruit's podcast though, which I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this what Maino wanted? He wanted the internet. Come on in. Right? So I don't know. Like, is this what Maino wanted? I don't know, bro, because because they were there for a video shoot, all of that, but then he did this video. So for you to do the video on St. Laz, then that means you obviously don't like him. You obviously got some feelings about him and towards him, bro. So there's no way you come out the blue with that energy. No way. So you've been felt this, but then y'all never had no words. Y'all from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So y'all never had no words. So where does that come from? If y'all never had no words. Laz says he never talked about you, but Maino could feel slighted. Maybe he spoke about Maino in a one video. Maybe he didn't talk about Maino in the way Maino wants him to talk about him. So maybe you ain't come at Maino, but maybe you also ain't hold him down in a way in a conversation, maybe. Who knows? Because I don't know what this come from. Because Laz said he never said nothing about Maino. Maino never said nothing to him. So how does things like that come out? Why? Then Laz says when Maino and them get out the car, whatever the case may be, after he filmed him, which they was laughing at St. Laz, talking about he had his Nike socks in his New Balance. He said when they walked by him by the shoot, Maino and his mans, his peoples, he said they wasn't looking at him like their heads was down. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying not their heads were down like they was scared of nothing, like nobody was cheeks or something like that. I'm saying that their heads was down because maybe you was talking about me, one, or maybe they felt the way, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because you know when the vibe is kind of funny, it just be awkward like that. You know what I'm saying? It just be awkward. Maybe we was just laughing at you, and now, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Laz said. So that's his own lens. That's him looking at it in hindsight. And sometimes they say hindsight is 20/20. So that's just Laz. Is that right? Yeah, it is. So that's just Laz talking from his own lens and his own perspective, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. But Maino did respond back. He was like, listen, man, but bro, man, you on the train. Homie, you on the train, son. You talking all this, you talking all that, you on the train. Like, you're not getting to no situation. You talking about me being broke, and I'm not getting to the situation. But bro, you not getting to a situation. You on the train. But then I'm glad because Maino also had to go back. I said, Maino, go back. You know, we from New York, from New York City, from Brooklyn. Bro, just because people's on trains, that don't mean nothing, bro. You from New York City, son. People have cars, ride trains. Don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of separate and isolate yourself from certain fans by certain things you saying. Not to say you trying to disrespect everybody that's on a train, because you're only talking to this one specific person that's calling you broke. And you're like, how am I broke when I got some cars right here, homie? How much ever worth of cars? I got a goddamn car here, and you on the train. But it was coming across like that at first. Like, man, I think you need to fix that up a little bit. You know what I mean? And he actually did. He was like, nah, I'm not saying like everybody on the train though, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make that, you know what I mean, special. I'm like, all right, good, Maino. So you just don't want to start sectioning off your people, because now people take that, make it a meme. Oh, nah, he think he too good. Now you know what I mean? Well, you got a wild on people on the train? No, this is what he said. He was like, oh, nigga, you on a hot ass train? I was like, Maino, you know what came to my mind first? Not that Laz is on the train or anyone's on the train. What came to my mind first was, yo, the train be mad cool. What train this nigga Maino was on? When the last time this nigga was on a train? Because I'm like, son, you know you be hot as hell, so you want to get in that train, you be like, nah, train cool as shit. Shit feel like a hospital in the train on the low, homie. You know that. We ain't gonna play that game. We is not even gonna play that game. Yeah, damn sure, yeah, he had his. So what? So which one, if Maino's a one-hit wonder, which one is his hit? Because I got a hit right now with Maino, and he's featured on it. So that's his second hit then. If he only got one, this is his second one. That's a fact, nigga. I got a hit with him. Thank you. So if he got one, he got two now. But he have high haters, even if you don't want to like it or not. It was a little song. You know what I'm saying? High haters, it was good. But what was the next one? He had like two songs, man. At least, bro. He had High Hater. He came back with a couple of records, but may not always do a little record, a little tune, though. He do a little tune. It be in the little clubs, doing a little thing. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna say he don't come back with a little record, though. He be having a little record, though. Whether his record go platinum or not, that's something else. But he'll come back with a little hook. He'll come back. And I've been in the studio and I work with Maino. You know what I'm saying, son? He jumped on the record with me, you know what I'm saying? And he actually did his thing on the record. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how he was gonna do on the record. I wonder if he was gonna be on topic. I wonder, because I'm a lyricist type dude too as well. I'm a rapper myself, and on the record with him, I actually I actually sang on the record that I did with Maino. That's the record that he jumped on. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Professional, he went in there, laid it, and his verse was good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like, damn, son, I should have just rapped on my own shit and then, I mean, made him whatever. No, he actually did his good thing. He did a good job on it, shouted everything out. I ain't tell him nothing to say. Nigga did everything the right way. So I'm like, all right, cool with that. So I most definitely could work with him. You know what I'm saying? I could work with him because I've been in the studio with him. You know what I'm saying? I actually recorded his verse in his studio, actually. Or gangster. So yeah, we ain't got a cap on that part. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got a cap on that part. But yeah, he was clapping back though. He was most definitely clapping back. You know what I'm saying? Getting at him. You know what I'm saying? Getting at Laz. But I don't even think he should have did that. You know what I mean? But you know when people going viral, Laz is going viral a little bit, talking about he did 50K on him on YouTube. Said I did 50K on one video or two videos or something like that. I think one video or some shit. So you know, sometimes that'll get to you. And sometimes we want that. Maybe Maino got something he want to push too. Maybe he did this purposely. But I just think it's the moment like he was just joking on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's more of like a strategic attack type thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he was just joking on him, son. You know what I'm saying? But that joke could come from a place of maybe dislike. I wouldn't say hate, but it could be some disliking going on for whatever reason. Maino could say, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll speak to more to that point. Maybe where this comes from, because nothing comes from nowhere. So there's no reason that he's on the scene chilling, right? And then y'all there for whatever, Talib Kweli or whoever, and then just joke on him and try to send him viral on some joke shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think that if Maino could have took that back, I think he would. You know what I mean? I think that Maino would take that back if he could. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was a good look. I think that him talking about him dug up other skeletons, made people start thinking about other stuff. Troy Ave. Now people looking at the Jim Jones, even I don't know if there's any relevance there with the Jim Jones. Could have sworn like last week or so ago, I could have sworn I saw this nigga and Jim. I think he had on like a blue shirt, and this nigga Jim, they was like, the fuck? They was outside like in the hood somewhere, looked like Manhattan or Brooklyn. Looked like probably Manhattan or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I could have sworn I saw that, like literally the other day. Like literally though. You know what I'm saying? So how tight their relationship is, I don't know. But I wouldn't go as far as to say that they don't rock with each other or they hating on each other. The Troy Ave chain situation, none of us can make a good claim for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You picked up the chain. You didn't give him back the chain, regardless of the fact. If you picked up the chain, get a nigga back the chain. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's fake or not. Then when you figure out it's fake, why you still don't give him back the chain? Bro, if you caught a little swipey says swipers no swiping, swiper no swiping, you caught a swiper no swipings, right? Because you ain't supposed to swipe this, but you caught a swiping no swipings. And you found out the swiping wasn't even legit. I'm taking that shit out my backpack. I'm taking that shit out my backpack. Looking for my map on some Doris shit and giving this motherfucker back they damn chain. Nobody want that. Stop. Nobody want no fake ass chain. You get gangrene on your goddamn neck from this fake ass chain. Nobody want that shit. Keep it real. So, I don't know, man. So, so a lot of people could make some claims with that because then they said Maino was wearing the chain. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't verify that he wore the chain or not. The chain looks similar. Looks like the same Jesus piece. The chain length of the chain, because you know you got them short Cubans and then you got the longer Cubans. It's a longer Cuban. The chain, Troy Ave chain, that's the chain that Troy Ave had all the time. A long Cuban. So it's similar. Is it the Cuban? He did have it with some other items, some other, you know what I mean? Some of Africa's finest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know though. So that even brought that back up. Now people calling him Chano and all this. They bugging Chano. Yeah, Natasha, I don't know what that shit is, man. Tell you the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no gang stuff. It's street stuff. It's not no gang stuff. Maino's not in the gang. St. Laz is not in the gang. They're not gang members. Both of them are not gang members. Both of them is, you can say whatever. Both of them, whatever. Everybody go through something in the streets, man. All right? But both of them is solid dudes, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything, I'm from Brooklyn, too, son. I ain't hear nothing bad about Laz like that. But look, anybody go through shit in the streets, in jail. Everybody get ups, everybody gets downs, my nigga. If you think you never got no ups and no downs in the streets, then you was not in those streets, man. Stop it. You was not in the streets if you ain't get an up or a down, homie. So I don't judge nobody by no ups and no downs, nigga. You was outside, nigga. That's it. I judge you by that shit, nigga. At least you ass was outside. I know a lot of niggas that was even outside. Niggas out the window acting like they was outside. So at least your ass was outside for something to happen to your ass, or for you to make something happen to a nigga. You see what I'm saying? So that's 1, 2, 3. So we ain't got to get into that part. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't like on no gang type tip though. You know what I'm saying? They ain't on that gang type tip. So, you know what I mean? That's also cool. So they energy could just be them. Because sometimes, let's say that they both was from gangs. Or one of them's from a gang. Now that's other shit. You got other people that's with them. Gang on gang. You know what I mean? People beefing because 2 people that's representing their gangs is beefing. So it's a lot more extra stuff, bro. It's a lot more extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't really even look at this as some street shit, really. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be street shit, of course, because there's 2 street dudes. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact that niggas been through the streets. But it's really some internet shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like some internet shit, bro. Straight. And I don't see Maino winning that war. I don't see Maino winning an internet war. I just don't see that. So I understand that is an incorrect step. If we talking 48 laws of power, if we talking about art of war, we talking about 33 strategies of war, we talking about any war strategy thing. When you talking about, you want to go back into the ancient days, what they thought about strategies of war? You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that's a calculated step. You feel me? I don't. And I just think that celebrities, entertainers, especially artists, I'm saying I'm not gonna limit it to just rappers, because everybody just want to put everything on rappers. Just artists, entertainers, and a lot of times, sometimes celebrities or celebrity types, right? They've made discredit or look down upon the people that's on a YouTube or a content creator, but they don't understand how powerful a content creator can be. No matter how big the creator is, bro, they're not, yo, bro, they send a ripple through the internet, bro. People could send a ripple through this internet, son. They'll say 1, 2 things, and that shit'll go up, son. Next thing you know is meme city. And a lot of times the artists, we ain't gonna limit it to just rappers. A lot of times certain artists as well gotta understand how much the content creator means to them too, because when the content creators such as ourselves, me, because I'm one too as well, when we talking, I'll say me, because I am a content creator, right? When we talk about the artist, we also bring energy to you. We are marketers. We're marketing to you. Regardless if we're talking about a situation around you or about you, a lot of times, especially sometimes rappers, they don't be having a lot of that other energy. They don't be having a lot of extra internet shit. They got to do some dumb stuff to even get the energy to get the clout or to get the vibe or to get the views. But if you could do a 1, 2 thing, or maybe you said something real, or maybe it's something that touched, you know what I'm saying, the vibe of people, you know what I'm saying, maybe it's a song, whatever, I can, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that might send the waves to say, oh shit, you heard what son just said? Boom, yo, you heard what Maino just said? Son, that's crazy though, son, blah, blah, blah. You might go viral for something right now that you said, way more viral than even something that you've done musically or in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Or even in entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword. But yeah, I just think Maino probably y'all hit the poll, y'all get the likes up. Did y'all say God is great today? Don't let me get on your ass, man. Did y'all say God's great? You said the devil's great? Say yes to my shit still, son. If you believe in the devil, you believe in God, homie. I don't know what type of world you living in. You do not, if you do not believe in the devil, if you don't believe in God. I'm telling you right now, you do not believe in Shaitan. Shaitan's my uncle. You do not believe in my uncle. I know my uncle. Me and my uncle ran as thick as thieves. You don't know Shaitan. So you could not believe in my uncle if you don't believe my pops. You gotta believe my father, you believe my uncle, bro. And what type of movie are you in if you only believe in the devil and you don't believe in God? That's corny. That's not a good boxing match. That's not a good fight. That's whack. I like to see scraps in the fight. I like to see good movies with it. You know what I mean? It's going back and forth between the hero and the villain. I like to see that. The back and forth, bro. I don't even get to the end. I just want to see the back and forth. So, 7's in my chat. Jesus and God. Hit my poll on Great Granny Soul and drop a like. Hike up the likes like your girlfriend's skirt last night. Sad luck. Hike it up. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, let's do this nice. We ain't got to do this twice. Yeah, duality. Yeah, duality, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't think this was a good look for Maino. I just don't. I don't see him, like, you really coming to the internet to do this? Because he didn't, look, let me tell you why I'm saying this, right? Let me tell you this, all right? Let's think of this. Maino, right? Maino, people talk about Maino, right? Like last said, hey, nobody like you, Maino. So a lot of people I heard beef with Maino. So we're not talking about nobody Maino beef with, no rappers, nobody, no like that. Whatever. Whatever happened with that, happened with that. I'm just gonna give you one instance right now of why and how Maino's going out of himself when he's doing this, right? Because Maino was being attacked by a lot of people online, and I'm talking about certain creators, right? So certain people may have a dislike for Maino, right? But one person in specific is Hassan Campbell. Listen to me. This man, Hassan Campbell, was swinging on this nigga Maino's balls for like fucking 58 summers, right? Wee! Swing on the one pubic hair on Maino balls. This nigga was swinging on the one pubic, son. This nigga ball, wee! This nigga rented a space, Hassan. Rented a space on this nigga Maino balls, bro. A plot of land. One part of his balls, Maino wifey probably can't even see it because Hassan Campbell has renovated it, bought it, and rented the spot on this nigga balls, bro. Straight. Telling you. Not even joking with you, bro. Straight. I say allegedly. You know how these niggas play. Allegedly. But yo, because all the time he would say something about Maino. There's always some Maino shit, but Maino never said nothing. I'm like, yo, Maino ain't gonna say nothing to this nigga. What the hell going on? Even I cooked Hassan a couple of times. I'm like, what? This nigga Hassan tried to come to my other channel at the time. I had like 300 subscribers. This nigga had like 300,000, son. I swear to God. I was like, yo, son, I just started cooking this nigga, son. I swear to God. I had like, on this one channel I had at the time, son, this years ago, I had 300 subscribers. This nigga came fucking with me, son. That's how petty this nigga is. I said, nah, I went up on this nigga's son, started cooking this nigga straight, son. Shout out my boy Wax Dog, nigga. You know the vibes. Anyway, subscribe to my boy Wax Dog. Wax, D-A-W-G, Straps. Find him. Find him on Platinum. Make sure you lock in with him on Instagram, because niggas be trying to clip his channels all the time. So if you got that, then you'll be timed up with the bro. But look, right? So boom. So Hassan Campbell will always attack him all the time, right? For this and that and that. You know what I mean? Whatever. And Maino never said nothing all the time, though. And then, like, months ago, like, recently, like, remember months ago, Maino actually responded and spoke out and said something. And then he said something, like, twice, which was shocking as hell to me, man. You know how much time I was like, yo, this nigga, man, ain't gonna say nothing to this nigga, Hassan. Oh, my God. So you can just cook this nigga, son, just joke on this nigga, say something, bro. Joke him. Don't even be serious with this nigga. Like, joke him. Joke him, son. You know what I'm saying? Joke this nigga, son. And he never did. But then he came out, boom, the other day, like months ago, was cooking on the nigga Hassan, joking on the nigga, whatever. Him and Hassan was getting his back and forth, boom, boom, boom. It was good. Salute, my brother. Salute, King. And it was good. And it was good content, though. You know what I mean? The back and forth, you know, Hassan funny. He funny, too. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. You know what I'm saying? So the back and forth was funny. Whatever. But it showed me that Maino is willing to pop outside on this internet now. And he's talking on it. So I'm like, is this a now thing? Or is he on this now? Or is he going more into the internet? Is he going more for internet presence? What is he going for? You know what I'm saying? What is he going for? Feel me? Because it's a couple of ways to do this. Are you thinking about, is you getting in your Charleston White bag? Is you trying to get the virals going? You trying to be calling some shit out? What's your approach? You know what I'm saying? Because when you're going into the internet, you could be on some real, keep it cool. You're going to build shit, power, building with some shit. We already see him on Angie podcast. They got the podcast, the Way Up thing, I think, right? Shout out to that. They doing their thing over there. Shout out to him and Angie Connection. They've been vibed up from years. You know what I mean? If you're from New York, you know that. So shout out to them. They've been like that for years. So shout out to that though. But and shout out to Angie, you know what I'm saying, for never giving up on Maino, you know what I'm saying? She's most definitely one of the first person, if not but one of the first people to try to help him and push him and give him that push. You know what I'm saying? Maino coming from jail, trying to do some music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Had to really kind of bully his way through though. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to say they mad at him and whatever though. You know what I'm saying? But he did though. You know what I mean? Bullied his way through though. You know what I'm saying? Did. You know what I mean? Niggas wasn't playing his music. You know what I mean? He did. You know what I'm saying? He had to run down DJs, this and that, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever deeps. All of that got to be going down if it got to go down. And yeah, so a lot of that did take place. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to say it was right or wrong, it worked out right for him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you know what I mean? He was trying to get to a place. So whether you took that approach or whether you took the 50 Cent approach and came in and said, you know what? I'm about to stick Jay-Z up in this one and that one and everything you want to say. You know what I'm saying? 50 took that approach. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what? I'm about to get out of all these things, man. You know what I'm saying? So whatever approach you taking your approach, bro. You try and get up in this building, bro. That's all you know, bro. So, I mean, I just gave you two different approaches right there. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to say both of them is wrong or right, because you dissing everybody. You talking about this and this and that. But Maino like, yo, nah, nigga, y'all niggas gonna play my shit. What? I'm running down. What? We got to get physical. Then we gonna have to get physical behind this shit. Or whatever then. You know how it be. Regular street shit. Ain't about Brooklyn or New York or this and this and that. Just regular street shit. You know what I mean? Street shit like that going on where you from too. You know what I mean? In all your cities. So we ain't gonna just act like it's a New York thing. Sometimes people just act like it's in your city. That's, you know, it's here, but you already know. Same type vibe going on anywhere else when you trying to make it and you trying to, you know what I mean? And you trying to take it at the same time because you know ain't nothing gonna be given it to you. So for you to really make it, a lot of times in life, if not all the time in life, because you're gonna have to take what you're gonna make. You're gonna take it. Nothing's gonna be given to you. Okay? You gotta manifest your realities. But whether he did that or not, um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think but yeah, man, like I said, shout out to Angie though. Shout out to Angela Yee. She most definitely a real one. Most definitely down to earth and a real chick, man, a real sister, man. Real shit, man. Trust me. Got a chance to be around her a few times, you know. And she's just cool, man. She's mad cool. Mad cool. So I give that to her. I give that to Angie. But yeah, though, I just don't think so that's I'm thinking like, is this like some kind of rollout? What he's trying to do? Is he trying to bust in the internet? Is he trying to do his own like thing? Is his own podcast coming? His own little internet channel shit doing that he doing? Is this what's going on for him? If I'm not mistaken, I think he's independent, man. I think he's independent. I don't think he's in a contract, man. And if he's not in a contract, he's actually in the best position he can be in. Whether he don't have this or have that, he has something. Got more than me, the fuck. But I'm just saying, if he's not signed, locked in to nothing, and I don't think Maino is, you know. I don't think I gotta do a fact check on this. And someone could fact check me on this to see if he's signed right now. So if he's signed right now, you could be signed and you still good. But you know what I mean? It's kind of drawn out right now. If you signed still and you ain't really got no music like that and they got you jammed up. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't eat off your shit. You really can't even eat off the 1-2 records you got, your little catalog. It don't matter. Even if you think a nigga got a good catalog or a trash catalog or whatever kind of catalog, it still is a catalog. It still gets views. You have a YouTube channel and your back videos still get viewed and you still getting a couple of dollars, maybe a little $100 from your little back videos. So think about him as an artist in the music. And I mean that you at least know the song. He could get something jinking. He could probably think about how to market a song if he could get hands on publishing on one of these records. I hate it, even if you think you like it or not, even if you think it's a hit. If he could get his hands on a one publishing, just a one song, you feel me? Now you can run around hustling, because it's gonna take a hustler, bro. It ain't about everything given to you. It's a hustler, bro. When you got hustler, we came from selling D rugs, bro. You already know on a block, nickels and dimes, bro. So you already know. You done came from that, graduated to everything else. Hustling. You got your song now, bro. Boom. You can run around. You can start marketing to companies, drink companies, movies, TV shows. Listen to me. You listen to something. Somebody got a show that's talking about some hate business or some haters. Now you like, yo, listen to me. What's up with the song? Boom. Hi, haters. Hi, haters. What are you talking about? Hi, hater. Saluting your haters. Hello. You might not think it's a good song in that way, but it can be a good jingle. You better go watch Jamie Foxx show. The nigga was the jingle master. Remember the nigga Jamie Foxx was making jingles all day, him and Fancy? Stop, bro. Stop. You know, Jamie was the Jingle King, bro, on the Jamie Foxx show, bro. So it's about hustle. So, you know what I mean? Maybe it don't work like that. Maybe it didn't go platinum. Maybe we go platinum in another way by repurposing it. Just like our lives. We came from the streets doing all this shit, negative shit, going to jail, busting straps, doing all this shit, selling drugs, doing all this shit, son. But then certain people get a chance, God willing, of course, Jesus and all this, to change your life in a way to repurpose our lives. And then look, you done took the same shit you learned from the streets, made it in music. You done took the same shit you learned from the streets, made it in working, made it in business, made it in this, made it in that. Shit you learned in the street, you done saddled something up. You turned gigolo or some shit. I don't know. But you learned it right from the roads, and now you sitting in a damn Lamborghini for no damn reason. And you like this every day. Jesus and God, you great. The hell happened? All we did was repurpose it. So sometimes you're just looking at things one way. If you repurpose it and see it from another angle, whether you think that's a hit song or not, you know what I mean? But I just don't think Maino should have just went for Laz. I think that was a bad step. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Oh yeah, he signed Atlantic. Oh Maino, don't say that. I just wrote a record for a person on Atlantic too. Let me just chill. But yo, don't. I did. Dope artist out of Nashville. Dope artist out of Nashville. But yo, look, or Tennessee. I don't shit limited to Nashville. Maybe Tennessee, not Nashville. Tennessee. Let me say Tennessee. But that shit Nashville to me, man. But I'm Tennessee. Maybe put some spec on Tennessee. On the whole, I mean, I'm from Tennessee. But I don't know about that Atlantic one, bro. I don't know about that Atlantic one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you. I mean, the labels are labels, son. The labels is what you're gonna make it to. Oh, forget the labels. I get it, bro. But sometimes you need that push, and an artist like a Maino, come on, son. If he do it on his own, he can. But you got to make a steamer hit. If you got a steamer, it's banging, balling. If you got a balling, bro, you don't need nothing that much. You just need to go. You just need a little back and probably boom, just the extra push. Make sure it get worldwide. That's it. But Maino is an artist that maybe he's a gold artist, not a platinum artist, right? So maybe he needs that little push. So it's not bad for him to be signed with a label. But Atlantic, I'm not saying Atlantic is just a bad label because there ain't no bad label because it's what your situation and the deal you're gonna sign to and for. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sign this shit and get the right thing out of a business deal, bro. People signing the thing and then you wanna say the label's bad, the label's bad. You know what I'm saying? We can understand how they will shelf you, how they deal with your career, how they want to minimize you, microcosm, micro, macro. I mean, manage you, micromanage you. We understand. I understand all that. So I'm not caping or capping for the goddamn for the label, bro. Trust me, I get it, bro. I just said why. Oh my God, no. I just told you no. Why are you there, Maino? Right? Remember I said that? Yeah. But at the same time, I just think a label could help an artist like a Maino, and certain artists maybe need that extra push. You know what I'm saying? They need a little bit of push, and Maino needs that. You know what I'm saying? Maino needs that push. I'm not even gonna help you. Maino needs that push. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna ask y'all a question about Maino. Shout out to you if y'all hit the poll. Listen. Listen. This is the first poll, man. Is Maino a fire rapper? Is he a good artist? Is he in any way, shape, form, and fashion? Is he a good rapper, a good artist, good song maker? Is he anything? What do you think? What do you think about Maino? Yes or no? Is he a good rapper? Hit the poll. Everybody in here. I want to know. That's what we doing. We on topic. We doing what we doing. We talking about what we talking about. I know y'all just got up or some shit. Just didn't even drink coffee or whatever the hell y'all need to be doing. Go drink a goddamn 7-Up or something and get your ass up. Because it's past 7. Get your ass up. So go drink a 7-Up. Hit my damn poll. Hit my damn like. Hike up my likes like your girlfriend's skirt last night. And you know I hiked it up. And I told you the truth. She's a cheating dog. I blew it up. I'm your homie for real. I'm the wingman of the year. Leave it be. Leave it to Beaver, homie. I just put you on game. Likes up, hit the ball. I could have kept having her. I just told you she a dog. Yai. Yai. I could have kept. Whoa. Whoa. I could have kept pop smoking her. I didn't kept smoking her, son. I ain't kept. Yai. I respected the game, bro. So do this right. Maino's mediocre at best. Yeah, no, not right in the chat. Dead ass right in the chat. Mediocre at best, y'all think? Maino's alright though. Maino alright though, man. Maino better than a few people though. They ain't gonna say Maino's just trash though. They ain't gonna say Maino's trash though. He couldn't have been trash and made it as far as he was making it. Not this. You could say he even make it nowhere, Uda. Whatever, bruh. Whatever, bruh. I'm an artist myself, you know. I rap for real, for real. So nobody gonna tell me I can't. I get it. But for the shit they look, you know what I'm saying? Let me give you another artist so you can understand what I'm saying. I'm not comparing him to this guy because this guy know how to make a jingle and he swags raps. Because Maino swag raps too. It's swag rap. It's not so much about too much what they saying too much. It's the beat, the hook, and the vibe on the record is going more than the lyrics of the song. You know what I'm saying? The lyrics are okay. I'm gonna give you another artist that you can see that's like a Maino, right? But he may be doing it different because he may swag rap a little bit different, or maybe better to you, or maybe he goes out of, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you got to get out your bag or out your box to get it, son, to get the joints. You got to get out your box. You can't stay like in this. Maino stays in a place where he always want to be like the hardcore or like really street like that. Like how Locks be, even the Locks though will go out like Jadakiss went out and made Knock Yourself Out. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Niggas will make a song, but like when it comes to Jada come to lot, like they street. Jada could have made so much more records, and that's something that I'm mad about Jada, my own shit. That he didn't make some of the records that I know Jada could make. With some of the great artists that Jada had a chance to make some of these records with, because Jada's Jada. He could do the dope record with the R&B singer, and kill these records like do that, son. He wrote mad records, bro. He wrote records for Puff, man. Come on, son. Niggas is nice. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about things like that, you feel me? But French Montana, bro, right? He's not no lyricist, bro. No, some people say French is whack. That nigga mediocre at best. You gonna probably say the same shit. But, 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 he just goes on there. Look, son, he on the shit, hand through the whole shit. Remember the beginning? The beginning shit was hands all day, nigga. What you talking about? And the record was oh me, oh my God, oh, no need no quana, no, off the rip. You know what I'm saying? He is in his bag, swagging though. Swag rap. Just swagging the shit up on the beat. The beat is hard. Hook sounding alright. If it ain't fire, it's alright. It's going. The beat is fire. If the hook ain't fire, the beat's fire. So something's going on here. And I could kind of vibe to this shit in a little party, a little under my drink. I mean, even if you ain't sober listening to the motherfucker, you say, look, under my drink, that shit was kind of knocking though. I ain't even gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? So French will get you 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 times like that. He'll get you. Even if you like him or not. You be like, you find yourself singing a little 1-2 joint for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? He'll catch you, bro. He will catch you, even if you don't like him or not. He will catch you, and you know he done caught you already. At least with one of them shits. One of them shits caught you from back in the days till now, from Cocaine Cowboys or whatever the fuck. I mean, whatever the fuck. The Cocaine DVDs, whatever. Yeah. So y'all already know the vibes. Yeah, though, man. Shout out to all my people. That's what I'm saying, son. Yeah, all of him joking, bro, of what he wearing, but it ain't like joking. Cause we was here the whole time. You wasn't joking on me. You go to the car, you laughing and you joking at me. Niggas send me the video of you joking on me, bro. Then you was talking to me here. This is what Laz said, because I wasn't there, but if we taking everybody word for it, Maino word and Laz word for it. Maino comes to him and say, yo, what's up? When we gonna do the next NA Rock podcast? You know what I'm saying? You know, NA Rock is no Shanav. Straight up, you know? It's NA Rocks. Straight up. Real back in the days, no Shanav shit, nigga. NA Rocks. He's like, yo, when you gonna do the next NA Rock podcast? You know what I'm saying? You know, NA run through the whole joint. All the way, Bed-Stuy, Flatbush, all of that, running straight through. Crown Heights, all that, no Shanav. NA. That's how NA rocking. But look, boom. So allegedly, this is what Laz says. Maino said, when you gonna do the next podcast, any rap podcast. He's like, I don't know if they was planning about it, but he's like, why you didn't really say then? Why you didn't tell me about my clothes then? You know what I'm saying? So I can understand Laz in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But why did he have to joke on him at all? They there, they working. He there for a video. They there some video shoot or video or whatever reason that they there for. I think he's working behind the scenes, Laz, with the video type size, or maybe he's on with music. I don't know because he does music too. Um, you know what I mean? And I think he said Maino said that his music, he didn't get nowhere with music, or he was kind of like, I don't know if he said he was trash or not. Because I never heard Laz rap, so I'd have to hear Laz for myself. But I do know of Laz doing some music for a while, so I don't know, maybe if I hear something, it probably jog my brain. But I know he put out mad shit at a time, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I can't remember nothing specifically. But yeah, man, I just don't think it was all worth it, man. I think if Maino could take this back, he would take this back. I don't think he should get in his internet back and forth with Laz. I'm not saying that he got to be scared of him or nothing. I just don't think it's probably a good look. I think that so far he's losing more than he's gaining. This is digging up old wounds. Him talking about Laz now, but remember, the fans get younger and younger, right? So the new people that's there today, right? They never knew about some of the stuff that Laz is talking about. They don't know about Troy Ave and Irving Plaza, you know what I'm saying? And all of that, and RIP to that brother, Banger's brother, all that, you know what I mean? That, the whole vibe, you know what I'm saying? RIP, the whole situation, and the chain being picked up in the mix of the da. But then they say that Maino left his shorty, Rand left shorty and his people, and boogie with the chain. So that was a thing that Laz was also saying. You know what I'm saying? That he left his and boogie with the chain. They were saying something like that. So I don't know how much truth it is, but that was a conversation. I think Maino did come out at a time and speak about it. I can't remember exactly what Maino said, but I do remember him coming out and speaking about that. Can't remember what he said. If y'all remember, let me know in the chats. Because I know he did speak about something. I think about his girl part at least, or something like that. Or just the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I think he spoke somewhat on that. But it's been, all of that was a minute ago, man. You know what I mean? This whole situation was a while ago with the Urban Plaza thing. So then he's talking about that. Then he's talking about the Jim Jones. He's talking about Uncle Murder, maybe 50, maybe all right, Uncle Murder don't deal with you, this and that. Whether we believe it or not, whether it's truth, whether it's relevance or not, we don't know. But it just gets the younger people now looking at it now. Now they see this a fake chain. They call him Chaino. Now the younger people are quicker to jump on a wave. Maybe we're a little older. Maybe we already heard about it. We don't even care about the shit no more. It's coming back. It may be funny. We might laugh, but we don't care. We don't really care to do a video on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the younger people that's coming in now, the ones that you're about to make your mark with, I'm talking about Maino, these newer people that maybe you want to do music, maybe you're trying to do a new podcast, maybe you're trying to do some YouTube, some internet, some TikTok, some Instagram. I don't know what you want to do. You want to do some internet. You know, this could start throwing some shades on you from the younger world before you even get started with some of the younger people. Because the younger people are not that connected to Maino. You feel me? They're not. Maino's more connected to older people, whether he understands this or not. He is. So you don't want to disassociate yourself or put yourself on an island, or like they said, isolate yourself in the castle of your own, you know what I mean? From the younger people who can potentially come in to listen to what your stories are, come in to listen to, subscribe to your podcast, maybe your channel, maybe hear some stories, maybe hear some music, maybe buy some music, maybe buy some merch, maybe like some clothing that you about to come out with or something. Yo, that's a dope ass shirt Mano did. Now they gonna jack the wave and they buying that. Even if you come out with something fire, it doesn't matter who you are, people gonna get it. But I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So I just think that for Mano, man. I just don't think it was a good look for Mano. Don't think it was a good look for Mano, but yo, listen, man. Salute to all of y'all, man. You know, I'm gonna do another pod in a minute. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'll be getting the likes up. I was just walking my dog, actually, you know what I'm saying? As you can see. That's what I was doing, walking my dog, homie. I was doing. Talking about. Talking about. Eso? That's what I'm doing. If you wanted to know. That's why while I walk my dog, I just gave y'all a quick conversation, right? That's how we doing that, man. Corgi gang, you know that. Corgi gang, man. Shout out, man. Dog emojis in the chat, man. Put puppies in there, man. For my corgi, man. Her name's Sue, too. Okay? And her last name, Wu. Sue Wu. My dog named Sue Wu, Obi. Facts. That's anybody. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, so lovely. Appreciate y'all. Sue on my bumper though. She been wanting to breathe. So she like, this nigga over here talking to this fucking whatever the fuck this nigga talking to. He not talking to me. She jealous as hell. So I'm talking to this shit. She watching me all the time. She's mad jealous. Mad jealous. Just like all my baby mothers in the chat. All y'all ass my baby moms. Care about none of this. Why we gotta be your baby mother and not your wife? Uda, listen. First comes, we already did it. And you got pregnant. Well, what you want me to do? Now I gotta do the right thing by you. All in my damn chat. See what I'm saying? So relax, relax, relax. Let me take my time and do it right. Feel me? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Old school music, but it's not about being old school because that's how some people feel though. You know what I mean? So me, the way I feel about music, I don't feel about an old school or this or that. You know what I mean? So the way I write music, that's why I'm able to write music the way I write it for so long. You know what I'm saying? For so long. Because I started writing music when I was 12 and shit. I do my own music too, but I've been writing music for people. Women, men, singers, rappers, country, all kinds of people. Since a kid, son. Industry people, underground people, motherfucker, person I met, all kind of people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't look at music like that, you know? You know what I'm saying? Linear, right? No, I don't look at it like that. I don't look at music like that though. Oh, your son be 30. I ain't mad with you, girl. I mean, you got all your time for yourself, Natasha. When you coming over? When you coming over? I hope he don't live with you either. Tired of his ass. And if he do, where you coming over? You know what I'm saying? Let's give him the house to himself. Yeah, he deserve it. He deserve it. Shout out to our kids though, man. Shout out to all our kids. Shout out to everybody that got kids. Shout out to your kids, man. Shout out to your families. That's what it's about, you know. Yeah, music is I don't know, man. So I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do one more project, man. That's it for me. I'll do one more project. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good one. I got a lot of different things on it, you know. So on this album, I'm gonna put country, all the things that I wrote, you know what I mean? Things that I'm writing. I'm gonna have a country infused record. I let y'all hear it before though, but country infused record. I got jazz on the album. I got pop. I got rap, of course. I'm a rapper. R&B, of course. You know we gotta slow it down. Gotta put some pipe on a lady. Facts. Gotta oil her up the right way. So I got some of that. I got my oil up song. That's gonna get all y'all oiled up. Facts. Jesus, y'all gonna oil up to that shit. Listen. I'm ready, Uda. I'm ready. You coming over? What had happened, Uda? What had happened? I got my slip and slide out. This shit is in the living room. She sliding on the motherfucking slip and slide and shit. She got oils on her. She like, nigga, I'm that oiled up, nigga. She put the phone on the wall, nigga, to slide to the motherfucker. Look, nigga, I'm ready, homie. If you don't Astro slide me right now, homie, you's bugging. What the hell you talking about? And you don't need the glide, because this shit is sprinkler systems. So don't even bring the glide out. Put the glide on the table next to the scented candle and don't even worry about that. Okay? Turn off the lights, close the curtains, because you and I, Uda, the last shooter, is in a F-ido. Straight. So shout out to all my ladies that's gonna be in the FO with me. Consensually. And they ain't gonna Rico. Because you getting in a Rico with my ass. I ain't Diddy. Fuck you. Your ass is getting Rico. Cassie, come on. Come on, Cass. Me and you both. Don't do it. You know you was my henchman. You was my El Capitan. You was capo to the copy. You was my capo, Cass. Don't do it, baby. You are my capo. Don't do it. I'm the boss, but you was the capo, bro. You was my consigliere, man. You know you was my consigliere. I came to you and told you the vibes. You got the shit done. You was Gravano. I'm Gotti, but you was my Gravano, Cassie. Stop. You helped me catch these bodies. Stop. You the one who caught all the bodies. Stop. How you gonna put the bodies on me when you caught the bodies? That don't sound like John Gotti and Gravano. She caught the bodies, you know. Caught the bodies, literally. Put all the bodies on Diddy. Nah, I caught them bodies for Diddy, homie. I caught them bodies for Gotti, homie. No, I didn't. Gotti know what happened. I caught the bodies for Gotti. 5 years? I'm out of here. That nigga did 5 and got low. Straight. Gravano did his 5 and got out the way. Cassie took 20, got out the way. Took another 10, got out of Dodge. Straight, son. Cassie is Kaiser Sosa in this movie. I'm not saying she wasn't a victim in some ways, she was. But a lot of things was consensual. Like she said, domestic violence was the only thing. And I'm telling you, bro. Cassie was Kaiser Sosa in this movie, bro. She's the one who got away, walked straight at the end. Who was walking straight at the end? Did he? That nigga ain't straight yet. Who? Who? The escorts? Them niggas trying to get right. That's why they suing Cassie. Who walking straight? Cassie's walking straight. She's the one that fooled us all. She fooled us all, son. In this story, Cassie's the devil. Not to say she's a devil or she's the devil, right? I'm just saying allegory, right? Metaphorically, whatever you want to say, right? She's the devil in a sense, quotations, because the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make everyone believe that he didn't exist, right? They say the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled is to make the world or convince the world that he didn't exist. Cassie made the world believe that that other side of her, the part that loves all of that shit, all of these things, just like Diddy, the person that's just like Diddy, actually Diddy's mirror. She is Diddy's mirror. She's not a person that's not like Diddy. She is like Diddy. When Diddy looks at her, he sees himself. When she looks at Diddy, she sees herself. And this is why she missed Diddy and still loves Diddy and misses her past. And that's what they asked her to do. What do you love? They love their past or what they had. But what they had was FOs every week. So how could you not love the FOs if you love our past? See what I'm saying? So Cassie pulled that off, bro. Shout out to her, son. Look, gangster, look, gangster. Shout out to her, son. Nigga, I from the street, niggas bust plays all day. Nigga bust a jug, nigga bust a play, niggas busting jugs on bitches, bitches junking busting jugs on niggas. It's mad shit going on. Yeah, some wild shit. Yeah, it's kind of grimy how you did them because y'all know y'all was in the and y'all was both tooting. If that's the case, y'all was both tooting. And that's why Dave about to try to do the same thing to you, right? But at the end of the day, you bust your play. And you got it off. Touchdown. And then kicked the field goal, fake field goal, ran it in and got the 10 million from the hotel too. You wild out. Caught a whole championship. Wild out. Last play caught a wild 80-yard, 100-yard touchdown from zero. She was on zero, bro. She had nothing. This was her shot. She had to go for her bag and she had to go for it big. This was it. This was the Hail Mary. This was her Hail Mary play. Look at it. I'm not taking nothing from Cassie, her being a victim, her having to speak out, her mother embarrassed, she embarrassed. It's all kind of reason why she want to do something too. It's all kind of reason now you want to speak out. She got daughters and all this other stuff. Bro, you start looking at life, you start thinking back when you get off all the drugs and all type of stuff. Who knows, bro? There's many reasons why you want some justice too. But ain't nobody want no justice in a criminal way because nobody went to the FBI's exercising nobody. Not to say that people that don't go to police or things like that is not victims, bro. Yeah, some people scared, some people, it's a lot. So you could be working in your own mind, not even being scared, you embarrassed. It's just mad stuff, bro. that a potential victim or victim goes through in their own head. They're in a prison in their own head. So a lot of the work is being done by the victim themselves. The abuser becomes a point that he doesn't even have to do, or he or she doesn't even have to do as much, but they still do as much because that's what they do. They're abusers. But they don't even have to do as much because if the abuse is already set in psychologically, that why do the cage birds sing? They already in that cage, bro. So they're already tailoring their selves, tailoring their actions, tailoring the way they're talking. Oh, if I say this, then I know he's gonna be violent with me, or she's gonna be violent. So I know I don't wanna say that. So you start to tailor how you want. I know that they don't like when I go places or this and this and that, so you stop going places. They know they don't like when you wearing this and this and that, so you stop doing this. So you start to tailor your own self to the abuser. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a two-way street. You gotta help the abuser. So even the victim helps the abuser to abuse them. So this is like a psychological thing. So I can understand a lot of things when they talk about, like me and Cassie being young and stuff, but you know, I do. And I make those claims for her. And that's why I don't play with her top in a way. Like Jane, I play with Jane's top in a different way, even though she's a potential victim in a way. But she's a grown woman and she know the vibes and she had no coof, no nothing, no nothing, bro. She didn't even respect her own kids. So it's like, it's hard for me to it's just hard. It's hard for me to look at Jane like Cassie. I can't. I won't. I will not look at Jane like Cassie, bro. And I think Cassie and Jane actually messes up for real victims. Real victims. Because these girls are not real victims, bro. These girls wanted to have sex, man. The fuck? That's what's going on. They didn't really want the bag. If they wanted the bag, they could have got it. Young Miami got the bag. Why didn't you? Because she knew what she wanted. As a woman, get what you want out of the man that's in front of your fucking face. Get what the fuck you want. What's wrong with you? You don't know how to haggle and bargain and do nothing? But you want to go run down on your baby father and get a couple dollars from him, though. But you got the Billy Goat nigga here, the billionaire nigga here. But you're not going to get no money from this nigga. But this is why it would be you in the hood. You got a shorty, right? Whatever. She got you as a shorty, whatever it may be. That's your girl, son. She's on your back bothering you, want money, all the shit, right? Cool. She could do that. She's your girl, whatever. But she's cheating on you now, and she's fucking with another dude, right? And this dude got money. He got a big car, big this, big that. He's doing his thing, bro. But she's bothering you about money, but she'll never ask this nigga for $1, and he's clapping her lights out. Why? But why are you bothering me? See what I'm saying? Why don't you get some money from this nigga, man? What's wrong with you, fool? You doing it. You're not even gonna make it count? Oh, you bugging. You got kids on earth and you not making it count? You getting $333 a day? Or you to do what? 72 hours a week? Or you wilding? You putting in overtime shifts, 3 days straight, slave labor? Or you wilding? You're wilding, Obi. You're wilding. You're doing slave labor, Obi. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. And you're gonna say that was forced on Jane? On Jane. We're not talking about Cassie. Cassie was his girlfriend. She was young, this and that, so many things. Have a good day, sister. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. Cassie and Jane is two different things, you know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. I knew that the RICO would have got popped and the trafficking would have got popped. The hardest one was going to be the ones I told you, which was the tuition charges. That was going to be the hardest ones, and it came out to be true that they were. So, yeah, though, man, you already know we ain't going to go too much in the other one, though. But, you know, comments take me every different place, too. So that's what we do. We listen to comments. You know what I'm saying? You believe Cassie what, Valerie? Cassie stopped. I know Cassie was a credible witness. She was a credible witness. Did I feel she lied at some points in the story? Yeah, I do. Do I think she had reasons to lie? Yeah, I do. Bonner said Cassie called her, hit her, messaged her, whatever. Right after Cassie got up the stand, she hit Bonner. Bonner's going on stand next week or two. Why are you calling her? Why are you messaging her? What are you trying to make sure you're getting the story right? Like, what's up with that? Think about this. Just think about life. If you was in this case, you'd be thinking like that. You'd be like, Well, why is this person hitting this person like they're getting story? First of all, it's ironic that they wasn't fucking with each other, but they back fucking with each other around the time that Cassie went to do her lawsuit and asked Bonner to be a part of it. And Bonner allegedly says no, which we don't believe. But then Bonner sues her ex-man by herself and then don't tell her that she's suing her. So Cassie's gonna find out that you didn't help me sue this nigga, but then you sue this nigga on your own and didn't tell me that you suing this nigga. What kind of a friend would Bonner? And they're still friends today. So do you believe this? No, you don't. You're a woman. You would say this bitch was a grimy ass chick. You would curse her out. You stupid. You would never say this woman's your friend still. Never. I know women forever. This griminess. Look, you going through abuse with a man. Look, my shit on 2%, but look, I got it there. You going through abuse with a man. You got your home girl. I know every woman in the chat gonna have to believe this. Look, you got your home girl. So if you're going through abuse with a man, you got your home girl here, right? She's like, yo, girl, yo, son, I'm telling you, why you keep going back on him? You stupid. You're not saying this? Even if she's in an abusive relationship herself, she's still gonna tell you these types of things. Why? Because this is what you're gonna do as a friend anyway, but this is what women gonna do with women. You know how y'all doing, right? Cool. Y'all gonna talk to each other. Sometimes men be acting like we can't talk to each other, we talk around each other. Women will talk right to each other. Straight, right to each other's soul, nigga, right now. Bang. Yeah. We ain't got no time for this dumb shit. We talking right to each other. Fuck it. Boom. So she's talking to her and she's telling her like, yo, you damn, this nigga's wrong for this nigga's wrong for that. I'm telling you, you should leave him, blah, blah, blah. Remember, you've been with this man for years, this has been your friend for years. So y'all have had conversations through years. Now is the time when you really getting up the strength to go, about to sue this nigga, you about to go against the beast. And you like, homie, I need your help. And yo, remember the one situation that y'all had? Y'all want to put that in my shit to make my shit more strong because we gonna show the history of how this nigga was moving. You're gonna look at your friend and say, no, you're not gonna, you can't put that in. That's your homegirl. She's up too. She's fucking Cassie. You just you. I'm regular. This is my friend that's a fucking singer star too. You know I'm gonna get some bread. I'm gonna tell her no. That's how much she's lying, trying to act like this ain't coerced. Cassie coerced her ass, allegedly. This is how much she's probably lying. In my lens, look. Then not only do she not help you with your case after she done told you everything, you should have left this nigga. Now you finally got the strength to leave this nigga and you ain't helping me, hater, right? Hi, hater. Let's talk about that, Maino. Sing that song to Bun ass, right? Boom. Not only does that happen, then you go and sue my ex on your own, trying to sue him for $10 million, $10 million. Like you trying to get like me. It's crazy. And you didn't tell me about it? That can't be true, bro. It can't be true. It can't be true, son. It can't be true. Yeah, my phone gonna die though. I don't want the phone to die and this thing is gonna be, look, I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna start again, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna set up another live and I'm gonna start it. So I might screen share too. So y'all subscribe to the channel now, subscribe to TikTok, Instagram, Udo and Go on Cash App. You already know.